Hey K-popers, and welcome back to Hallyu, where it's time for a brand new K-pop news update. There was no shortage of news to talk about this week as we had another coronavirus scare with Chung Ha testing positive, a huge scandal about idols being mistreated at the 2020 Mamas, some good news about Red Velvet's Wendy, and lots more. Before we get started, a quick thank you to Hallyu's honorary producers. If you want to be on this list and show off your bias group to everyone watching, you can support my work on Patreon. Patrons also have a say in lots of videos before they're released, so if you want to leave your mark on Hallyu, come join us over on Patreon. Alright guys, let's jump right in. This is your K-pop news update for December 13th, 2020. Let's start with an update on this week's scare with Chung Ha. Now, I did make a breaking news video on this when it happened, but when I covered that situation, it was so new and there's a lot more information that came out afterwards. So, as I mentioned in the previous video, Chung Ha received a notification that she'd been exposed to the virus and received a positive test. She is of course now in self-isolation and is recovering, and as a result her promotions have been delayed. This includes her third pre-release single X and the full album it was on, Querencia. Contact tracing revealed that she had crossed paths with several idols, including Twice's Sana, Momoland members, IZ*ONE members, Daya's Chaeyeon, and Gugudon's Mina. Thankfully, all further tests came back negative, and the members who came into contact with Chung Ha, including Twice's Sana, are now in quarantine for 14 days as an added precaution. As with all the other idols who have tested positive, I wish Chung Ha a smooth recovery, and I can't wait to see her promotions when she's better. Another year, another Mama scandal it seems, as some reports came out after the Mamas aired about really bad treatment of idols by Mnet, particularly the singers who attended the show. Now there's a couple different aspects to this story, so let's go over both of them. First of all, there was some discrimination going on between actors and singers. As you can see in the pictures here, the actors and actresses have nice waiting areas with food spreads and necessary makeup facilities. However, many pictures surfaced of idols like 17's Jun and GOT7's Youngjae waiting in a car, and several other idols waiting outside in the parking lot. But the other worst piece here is from a report that Dispatch released after the event, which revealed that Mnet exposed artists to severe levels of dust particles during the recordings of the various performances. A lot of these performances were filmed about a week in advance, and they were actually filmed on the ENM Contents World site, which is an active construction site with buildings that are not finished and warnings all over the place for snakes, fire hazards, and drop hazards. And that parking lot I mentioned a minute ago where idols were forced to wait? Yeah, that was just a level dirt area. According to anonymous sources, one staffer was very alarmed at this and they had their mask turn black from the dust in the air. One idol said, quote, "There was dust everywhere every time a car moved. We couldn't roll down the windows." Multiple idols said their throat hurt from inhaling the dust and that they had difficulty breathing and had inflammation on the inside of their nose. This is just completely amateur stuff from Mnet and is inexcusable. In a year where planning is immensely simpler because there's no audience live, they completely dropped the ball and are rightfully receiving a ton of backlash for this. Alright, I don't know about you guys, but I'm in need of a feel-good story, and lucky for us, we have one this week. Red Velvet's Wendy has shared that she is resuming dance practice sessions at SM. It's been almost a year since the horrific injury she suffered rehearsing for SBS Gayo Daejeon, and with SM announcing a Red Velvet comeback soon, I hope this means Wendy will be able to participate fully in the comeback. With her attending dance practices already, all that's left now is for the teaser and schedule to surface. SM, we're all anxiously waiting, so get on that. Alright, now let's switch over to the new releases we got this week, which featured some great new Christmas songs for the holiday season. Let's start with arguably the biggest release of the week, IZ*ONE's much anticipated comeback. This is Panorama. Rapper Yezi is back with this track called Raining All Night. Oh My Girl's Banhana subunit reunited for a Pororo collaboration called Snowball. Rookie boy group Ghost 9's latest song, W.ALL, is here. The multi-talented Lee Seungri is back with I Will. The Boyz got in the holiday spirit this week. Here is Christmassy. Junke is back with a visually captivating video for his latest track, 30 Minutes Might Be Too Long. Darren Beck released this song called 0415.
I don't know if I have to be so good. I don't know if I have to be like
Jamie, a former member of the duo 15 and, gave us the holiday song 5 Christmas Languages.
I don't wanna be alone for Christmas. Dream with you, but can't you get your name?
And since we're in that time of year, here's a bonus track for you guys. BTS is back with their brand new holiday remix of the smash hit Dynamite. As always, there were lots of other new K-pop songs released this week too, so let me know what songs you've been checking out in the comments. My pick this week is the holiday remix of Dynamite. How do you resist getting excited for the holidays when you watch this video? Now back to the news, where EXID's HyunA has shown her generous heart this week, donating 10 million Korean won to the charity Beautiful Store. This charity helps teenagers who've been in protective care as children, but who are now 18 and have to become self-sustaining. We have a whole bunch of album sales milestones this week that I want to congratulate artists for, so here they are. First, we have the rookie girl group Weekly, who passed 25,000 sales for Weekend. Next is Dreamcatcher, whose album Dystopia Lose Myself is their first to pass 100,000 sales. Luna has also achieved the same feat for themselves, passing 100,000 copies for their album Midnight. And EXO's Kai also had his debut mini-album sell incredibly well, passing 250,000 sales on Hanteo. (G)I-DLE are planning a comeback in January. The plan is to release the new music around the middle of the month. In the latest development of the Seungri and Burning Mocha controversy, Insight has shared testimonies of multiple women this week who say they were prostituted out of Seungri's home. The women say that they had no idea where they were going until they actually arrived at Seungri's house. HyunA has teased her comeback by sharing a picture in the studio with Psy. The caption on the picture reads, "Recording the title with my boss." HyunA was originally planning a comeback in August, but postponed it after experiencing a vasovagal attack. Yeri's Room has officially wrapped up its first season, but good news, it's been renewed for a second one already. I can't wait to see which guests she brings on next season. Mnet's upcoming show Kingdom has gotten a whole lot more exciting, as both Stray Kids and ATEEZ have been confirmed as participants on the show. Kingdom will be airing in the first half of 2021. BTS have passed the unbelievable milestone of 50 Daesang awards from the various award shows. I think it goes without saying here that they are the first artist to ever accomplish this feat. G-Friend's Umji went to the hospital this week to see a specialist about leg pain she was experiencing, and she's been diagnosed with leg muscle and tendon damage. G-Friend made a statement on Weverse which said in part that Umji will not be attending any schedules while she rests and receives treatment. Get well soon, Umji. JYP has announced strong legal action against people who have been stalking stray kids and invading their privacy. According to the statement put out by JYP Entertainment, the list of offenses includes going to private spaces and following individual members' movements. Perhaps not surprisingly, many artists' in-person year-end concerts that were being planned this year have been cancelled. This includes big hit labels, Baekji, EXID's Seulgi, Gummy, and several more artists. And on a similar note, the 2021 Idolstar Athletics Championship for the Lunar New Year has also been cancelled due to the various restrictions that are currently in place in Seoul. Several music shows are also shutting down for the rest of the year, partially due to the upcoming end-of-year music festivals. As of right now, the only music shows that will still be running next week are The Show and Show Music Core. That's it. And speaking of which, let's talk about the music shows from this week. As I just mentioned, we're starting to wind down for the end of the year, and this week, Show Champion and M Countdown did not have a broadcast, which left 4 trophies up for grabs in total. The week started off with NCTU taking the win on the show for 90s Love. Then, once again, it was all about BTS. They took another win for Dynamite on Music Bank and followed it up with 2 more wins for Life Goes On Show Music Core and Inkigayo. With only 2 shows running next week, does IZ*ONE have a chance at a sweep? Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Alright K-popers, you're officially caught up on everything going on in the K-pop world. Let me know what new songs and what news items from this week stood out to you down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure you subscribe and stay tuned for a very exciting announcement and video tomorrow. I will see you guys then.